See, this the shit you don't want to talk about.
See, this the shit you don't want to talk about.
No, see, this the shit you don't want to talk about.
No, see, this the shit you don't want to talk about.
Fuck it.
Let's
talk
talk
about
What's
it.
going on, world? This is your boy, Mr. Fly Guy, checking in with
SDS Bunny.
with our one and only podcast, The Shit You Don't Want to Talk About.
And it wouldn't be right if we didn't start our podcast off with pretty much just answering questions that we've gotten over the last 10 years. So we've been together for 10 years and counting. And so we're just going to get into a little bit about our relationship and how we've made it this far. The little disclaimer.
What works for us doesn't work for everyone else.
Doesn't work for everyone else.
I repeat, what works for us doesn't work for everyone else. Usually we're like the black sheep. We go against the grain and do everything everyone else doesn't do.
Definitely go against the grain.
We're not your norm or your typical.
So after these or after this episode, we're gonna get more into different topics.
Definitely.
And one thing you'll realize or get to know, or if you don't already know, is that we're very argumentative, especially with each other. We love to debate.
That we
love
are.
competition.
That we are.
So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to talking shit. Now I have y'all to side with me. So first question on the list.
And these are coming straight from the inbox. Questions coming straight from the inbox that we normally get asked. We shuffle through a couple of them, and this is what we picked out.
So how do we handle arguments and disagreements?
Well, I'm gonna let y'all know now. I get gone. I'm gonna go somewhere, smoke me a little gone, get to myself. I need some time. I need time. After that, I'm gonna come back giggling.
So he's definitely gonna do the silent treatment.
I need time.
Me, I'm the fixer. I'm trying to fix it. Like, what do we have to do? What do we have to do for you to stop just like giving me the silent treatment at this point? Because I don't really be playing that silent treatment.
Yeah.
All right, so for the second question, it is, are you submissive to each other? So I would say,
What'd you say?
so he's gonna say I'm not submissive.
Ain't no way he gonna say what you say.
But I'm gonna say, is he submissive to me? I'm gonna say sometimes. It really just depends on his mood and how he's feeling.
When we talking about you being submissive to me. Are you submissive to me?
I said, the question was, are we submissive to each other?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Are we submissive to each other? And so I know he's going to say that I'm not submissive to him.
Hell no. You're not. See, you know that.
He say I don't listen to him, but I do listen. But sometimes I just forget.
She listen when she want. It's a difference between listening and listening when you want to. Like, that's not listening. That's like, okay, let me hear what this nigga gotta say right now to set him up. After that, it's nigga, get out of my face. Like, what? No,
I did not do it. It's not all like that. When I say he's not submissive to me, I mean like,
I know I'm not submissive. I'm gonna say that off the dribble. I'm not submissive.
I'm not like, okay.
I can be.
Yeah, you can be.
I can be.
In some situations, but like definitely 9 times out of 10, like nah. Like,
nah, man. Hey, give me the key. Let me drive the boat.
Yeah.
Hey, let me drive the boat. Hey, hold on, man. Let me drive the boat.
Which, don't get me wrong, like, okay, you make it seem like I'm not submissive to you at all, though.
I didn't say that.
Okay, but you're like, nope. But, okay, so.
For the most part, you're not. But you can be.
For the most part.
For the most part.
I would say that for the most part, I am submissive to you, and then a little bit I don't listen to you.
No. No.
You be lying,
Hey.
No.
No, man. It's not the cap.
I would say for the most part, I'm submissive to you. So, like, if you don't want me to do something, I ain't doing it.
Oh, facts.
If you don't want me to do something, I'm not doing it. Period. If he ain't going with me,
No,
I ain't going.
I wanted you to stop ordering all them Amazon gifts, and I can go pick up 5 Amazon boxes right now.
And I know this is something that probably like 1,000,000,000,000,001 will probably comment on this and be like, girl, I feel you, because my husband is the same way, or my man is the same way, or whatever the case may be, because men all over the world experience the fact that, yes, we order a lot of shit off Amazon.
And whatever girl says that to the husband or the boyfriend, I feel you. I feel you.
So that's one I would say I'm submissive to, like
50-50. We're gonna go 50-50.
Yeah.
Me more 70-30.
Nah, you I would say 90-10. 90-10. On a good day, it'd be 90-10. On a bad day, it might be 95-5 because, like, nah, he ain't budging. That's one thing. He will not do shit in this world. I don't give a damn what it is. He won't do shit in this world that he don't want to do.
Why would I lie?
At all.
All right. For the third question, I guess I'll give this thing a go.
It's right there. You see what that number 3 is?
Woo! That was a good one. For our third question, Tracy, how do we make up? How do we deal with hurting each other's feelings? Good question.
We don't. No, I'm just kidding.
Woo! That was a semi-joke.
We're joking, but we don't. I would say, like, after hurting each other's feelings, I don't know. I would say you've definitely gotten better at, like, with me, I would say, like, if he does something wrong,
a little bit.
I feel like he don't really apologize, but he, like, do right, if that makes sense.
That's my way of apologizing.
Yeah, like, what was the situation recently? So, like, right? So,
you're like,
you know.
Scaring me.
No. Look, so, recently, like, I became a part of, like, the school's PTO board or whatever, right? And so, I had a meeting at the school with the president. And so, it's like a president, vice president meeting, whatever. So, well, I'm like, all right. So I'm like, look, I got to be at the school at 12 to have a meeting.
I had something to do
with her and the principal. And she's like, he goes, man, you always got something to do when I got something to do. And I'm like, what you mean I told you about this Monday? Like, I've been told you. So, whatever. Long story short, so before he left the house, he was talking shit the whole time. Talking about, man, you might be late.
You know what, man? You might have to walk up there.
You might have to walk up there.
I gotta shake her bait.
So I'm not paying him no mind. I didn't say anything to him. I didn't even trip on him. I didn't even trip on you or nothing.
Facts. Yeah, you kept it quiet.
I ain't kept it quiet. I just kept it cool, calm, collected. And then he texted me and was like, I'm gonna go up and put the board up with y'all, because we were putting up the PTO board. And I was like, okay, so, like, he didn't apologize for,
but I lended a hand.
He didn't apologize for the shit that he talked before he left the house.
But I made myself a part of it.
Yeah. He definitely made himself a part of it. So I would say it's like,
I'm not really too good with verbally apologizing.
Yeah.
But I can show it in some way, form, or fashion. but you might not get too many words from me. Because sorry is one thing I rarely, what's the word? Rarely?
Rarely
No,
say.
rarely. It's a different word. Is it seldomly? Rarely, seldomly? One of them words I seldomly
say.
You know what I mean, but I rarely say sorry. But I can show you that I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I tell him sorry all the time.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
I definitely tell him sorry all the time.
I don't like sorry.
I feel like that's
I'd rather people show sorry than say sorry. But you can say sorry all day, but if you can show sorry, I feel like that's better than saying sorry. Showing sorry is better than saying like, oh, I'm sorry. Because anybody be like, oh, damn, I fucked up, I did something. I'm sorry. But showing sorry actually takes effort. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I feel.
You're right.
Instead of saying sorry, let's show sorry. If we're sorry, let's not say it.
For anything though.
And I don't like people saying sorry.
Through the grocery store and I could like accidentally bump into your car and be like, "Oops, I'm sorry."
And I won't even say I'm sorry. I'll say, "Excuse me." oh, coming through. You might get my fault. And that's why the closest
I feel like that's like maybe kind of because I was like in the service industry, and I feel like that's something like servers will like. I feel like that's kind of like we're always like apologetic in ways, and so I feel like maybe that's kind of why, I don't know. Trying to like
always right.
Trying to attach it to something, but I would say, like, as far as arguments, like, afterwards, like, and especially even disagreements, too, like, we don't always disagree and we don't always kind of, like...
see eye to eye after a disagreement.
Yeah, or, like, we don't fix it. Like, there's not, like, oh, this is, like, fixed, said, and done with.
Sometimes that rug get real high.
Alright.
That rug, you gotta sweep so much shit up on that rug. Now, sometimes we gotta hold on. Now, we gotta clean this goddamn rug out now.
Now, again, we're not no therapists or counselors or no shit like that.
We don't swept too much shit under this rug. We gotta clean this rug out now.
This shit is not for the weak. Like, you gotta be mentally ready for this. Because, like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's been some times, like, there's been some times.
Back that shit up.
Back that shit up.
Back that shit up.
Just to unpack that motherfucker.
Just to unpack that motherfucker. Facts.
There has been some times, there's been some unhealthy times, there has been some healthy times, but at the end of the day, like, we just have always, like, I feel like we're just really comfortable with each other and comfortable in knowing. Like, we're not surprised with one another of, like...
Definitely not.
Like, we kind of know, like, okay,
she pretty much know my ways, I know her ways, I know what comes with her, she know what comes with me.
Yeah.
And
we've just accepted it. So I would say ultimately, I feel like we kind of got a little off subject, and we dragged that question out, y'all. You know, we definitely feeling it.
Definitely dragged that one. But, fourth question. They trying to dig deep. I'm gonna let you go and touch on that one. They trying to dig deep.
So the fourth question is dealing with being unfaithful.
Dealing with being unfaithful. They trying to dig deep on the first one.
So I would say, to start off, like, we both have been unfaithful.
That we have.
We're not gonna talk about who's been more unfaithful than the other, who's done it more, or whatever. Because that
we're not going to get into the specifics. We're not going to get in because it wouldn't be me. Guilty as charged.
Like, we're not going to talk about all that because it's really not about that. Like, I guess just dealing with being unfaithful is really hard because I feel like it never goes away. Like, it's something that always kind of, like, lingers in the back of your head of, like, it could be something so small as, like, going to chill with your friend or going to the grocery store.
Hey, Big can't go to the grocery store too long around me, boy. Hey. But you been at that grocery store for an hour, boy, couponing over with. We done. Well, that's how they call home. What?
I mean, so I feel like it never 100% goes away. And I think that I just accepted it for what it was. And I said, you know what? Like 2 years in, I got pregnant. We had our son, and then we had our daughter.
Was that 2 years in?
Yeah. It was 2 years. We got together. I was just I was turning 19, and then I was 18 turning 19. And then I had CJ the year I turned 21.
So now we've been together for 10 years, but been knowing each other longer than 10.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would say maybe 13, 14 years we probably known each other. Pretty much the very first time that we met, we kind of.
There's been a little something ever since. A little something ever since. Yeah, she trapped me. She trapped me.
I knew what I wanted.
She got me.
I definitely knew what I wanted.
It's a win-win.
I knew what I wanted.
Now, 10 years later.
10 years later, and we're here. But we was talking about dealing with being unfaithful, with us being unfaithful in the past, and you know what I'm saying? If you're young, if you are, I would say.
Till this day, we're still dealing with it.
What you mean?
We're still dealing with it.
We're dealing with being unfaithful?
In the past? Because they're not.
Oh, I was about to say, who the fuck you been fucking?
So we're still dealing with it in the past. Every now and then, certain situations get brought away, but
we're still dealing with the emotions of it
so
happening in the past, but
yeah.
we ain't dealing with being unfaithful.
No, we ain't dealing
currently
with it.
present day.
No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about you say in the past, nigga.
Okay, make sure you specify that shit.
That's what the question said. Why I gotta
Nah, because you ain't say that. You were like, we're still dealing with it.
The question said
Nah.
dealing with being unfaithful in the past. And I said, we're still dealing with it. Hey, see, and this one I deal with right here, because she be like, nah. Submissive where?
So yeah, so
but yeah,
we still deal with the emotions of unfaithfulness.
You just gotta be right with self, man.
To throw this in there, because I know this wasn't the question, but how do you feel about being faithful now?
Shit, honestly.
He gonna lie to y'all right now.
I kind of love it, being a father, staying at home. Nah.
I got me a new bag light. Thumbing through the cash light. See them lights, see the dash light. Shit don't stop. Shit don't stop. Shit don't stop. Shit don't stop. Had it bust up, not credit. Good. Look at my face, you know I'm good. Smoking on GG4. Good. Damn little mama that throw. Good. When I make a play, I'ma make it good. I'm involved in the play, it's gon' come out good. When I make a play, I'ma make it good. I'm involved in the play, it's gon' come out. Truck, track off. Pull up on the light and then I skirt. Smash off. All I ever think is keep hustling, get them bags off. Kiss me on the holiday. Fucking get me a bird spot. I'ma get some money every day, but this ain't no bird spot. But this ain't no bird spot. I'ma get some money every day.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so our final question that we are bringing to y'all is, how do we deal with being in an interracial relationship?
Ooh. That's a good one. Interracial relationships. Me personally, I try to stick to my own bubble. I've tried that venturing out, and venturing doesn't work. So if you want it to really work and be happy, I would just stick to what makes you happy, man. All the extra shit, that internet, social media, it kills a relationship every time. They say curiosity killed the cat. That's all in one saying right there. It says it all. Curiosity killed the cat.
Okay, so you're not gonna talk about it.
We can talk about it because I'm going to say the same thing I just said. So.
Okay, well, say the same thing you just said. So we had to re-record this, but so recently, I know, like, for him, I know this, like, hits different to him because, like, it comes a point.
She wants me to get more down, depth, and detail with it, but it all sums up to the same thing. Curiosity killed the cat. I ventured out all this pro-black stuff, watching this, because you know me, I'm all for my people, and I want to get into those things. But I seen one of these high-powered pro-black speakers talking, and he was like, everybody want to be pro-black, but how are you living in your household? So boom, I was like, shit. I cut the YouTube video off, I stopped watching, and for a couple of days, it made me feel some type of way, because I was like, damn, I want to be able to speak on the topic of my people, and now they telling me I can't, just because I have a white girlfriend. So yeah, it hurts because I no longer can speak on the top of my people. So that's when I say curiosity killed the cat. Like, shit, that damn near could have killed our relationship right then and there if I was any other type of man. Where I could have been like, man, hell nah. I'd be damned if I ain't gonna be able to speak on the topic of my people, man. Girl, you gotta go. You and these kids.
But I also feel like that's not fair to you, of where it's like you're put in that predicament of just because you are with me, like, that you're not able to speak on that topic. Like, I feel like you should still be able to speak on your topic.
And that's where it comes to the sacrifices you have to make in order to be with who you want to be with. And that's like one of the sacrifices that I feel like, oh damn, I have to make that. I only can talk about my topic up to this certain point. After that, I gotta pass the baton. I gotta pass the baton and let them run with it. I only can talk up to this point, then pass the baton.
I feel like how I deal with, like, being in an interracial relationship is, I think I still definitely have a lot of learning to do. I'll say that 100%. Like, you know, it definitely hurts me that I feel like I can't be, you know, like, I can't understand you, you know, how you would want to be understood. But I think just trying to be as open as possible and, like, just trying to find some type of understanding and, like, just knowing, like, it's not going to be perfect, pretty much.
Definitely it's not.
It won't be perfect. We're going to run into issues, like, things that will be uncomfortable for him or that I might not understand right there in that moment. But once he talks to me about it, and you know what I'm saying, like, I feel like just communication is also super important. So I would say, like, to close it out.
To wrap it all up.
To wrap it up, put a fork in it. I want to give, like, advice. What would you say your advice would be for black men and
I'm
wherever?
gonna keep it plain and simple. Back to what I said before, man. Stay in your own lane, man. Create your own world. Like, all the stipulations, standards, fairy tales, Cinderella's on how you supposed to live, all these movies, like, out the window with that shit. Because they don't work for everybody, man. That shit is movies, all this shit is fairy tales for a reason. Stay in your own lane. Sticks to what works for you. Stop watching everybody else's life or who's further than you or where you at. No, I mean, just count your blessings. Stop counting everybody else's blessings. Count your blessings. Because that's where a lot of people get mixed up at. You start looking at everybody else's blessings and counting theirs, and you start like, damn, I feel like I'm falling short. Man, we can start getting mixed up.
See, this the shit you don't want to talk about.
See, this the shit you don't want to talk about.
No, see, this the shit you don't want to talk about.
No, see, this the shit you don't want to talk about.